up, everybody? Dr. Giggles in the house. It's your Thursday evening Grow Show. Hell yeah. What's Quiplash? Lindsay, you had 3 good rounds of Quiplash. And I never heard of that. I don't know what that is. Please enlighten me. And Lindsay, I got your videos. I'm going after the Grow Show. I'm gonna edit those quick, and then I'll get them to go out tomorrow as you asked. So we will do that. And what's up, Charles? What's up, Rich? What's up, everybody watching? It's gonna be a good night tonight. So we got a bunch of topics to talk about tonight. I didn't print them out. It's been the craziest week. Work, house stuff. It's been crazy. I typed out the news. I just didn't get a print. I had to finish some at home. I finally sold my Ghostbusters pinball. It's been a crazy, crazy week. But we're gonna talk about different things about Disney, Universal, Kennywood, Rise Playland, Great Adventure, Hershey Park, more Great Adventure. What else do I got? And then whatever else anybody else. Plus it was a Star Wars Galaxy's Edge rumor that I heard about that kind of threw me for a loop of why Rise of the Resistance hasn't been open. And my poor kids, I feel bad for the kiddos. I have them, that room that's off that you can't see in the camera, but it's off over that way was like our storage for all the bins as we were, selling the house. So now I made them like make piles, bring up bins, they're emptying that out because we got something like 20, yeah, when we say 26 days or something like that? 26 days until we move. And then it'll be done. What's up, Coast to Box? So, we also are going to talk about Steel Curtain because I got to ride that. We are going to talk about the Kennywood fight because the reason why I'm talking about, I'm not going to play the video because last time we did that, the stream got suspended for violence, which is kind of hilarious. But when that Kennywood fight, that happened Saturday night, and I was literally around the corner from it. We didn't hear nothing. So we'll talk about that. There's a bunch of stuff to talk about, which is great. There's a lot of good news, a lot of good stuff. Hey, Marcus is here. What's up, dude? Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a good show tonight. I'm actually excited about it. And remember how I was telling you guys last week I had that anxiety and all that stress build up? That went away. That trip. Again, see, it's AJ always saves me. AJ always saves me. That was such a great trip that we had last weekend. I mean, the driving sucked, but it was such a great trip. And we'll talk about that too. Plus, whenever you guys start chatting about in the chat room, as we always do, things just keep getting brought up and things go crazy. But there's a lot of cool stuff that was announced this week, and some other, all the cool things going on. And I will be going to Food and Brew tomorrow with the kids. I was gonna go today, but the guy buying my pinball couldn't come yesterday, so he's coming today. He came today. Oh, what a mess. Oh, I love Cards Against Humanity. Oh, that's awesome. I have to check something out like that. I love Cards Against Humanity. You're going to laugh. Speaking of Cards Against Humanity, I have the Insane Clown Posse version called Juggalos Against Sanity. And it's funny. You know what? People that don't know anything about ICP and the fans, when you're playing that game and you have no idea when you're dropping these answers, people have the dumbest look on their face. Like, what is this? And then, like, whoever, likes that stuff starts cracking up laughing. Because, you ask different questions. And one of the answers I remember, and I think, Devin, were you playing that? You didn't play Juggalo?
Probably not.
Well, there was an answer. One of the answers you could throw down was Lama Nama Numi. Me and my brother knew what it was, and Jeremy knew what it was, but nobody else knew what the hell we were talking about. It has to do with wrestling. And it had to do in a song, and everybody's just dying and laughing. What's that?
Piece of metal.
Oh, you could throw that away.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, it was funny. But yeah, I love playing games like that. I got another one too. Keep Calm. Same type of game.
And we just bought Cheetah's Monopoly.
And we bought Cheetah's Monopoly. I am tempted to buy, there's a Disney version of Cards Against Humanity.
Probably not.
Well, there is. I don't know if I'd want it or not. I don't know if anybody's played it. But Cards Against Humanity is definitely the good one. May I help you, Devin?
No, I'm standing here. I'm tired.
We'll go stand upstairs. Come on, go up there.
Fine.
It's just kind of awkward that you're standing there looking at me.
Well, it doesn't matter to you.
And you, go take a shower, please. You smell like a hot wiener with onions.
Worse than how we were.
Yeah, you stink really bad. Please go take a shower. No, don't lift the shirt. Please don't. You need a gas mask. Oh, he's waving it. Oh, we're going to die. Oh, you have no idea how bad this kid smells today. He's a smelly kid. Whoever watched Charlie Brown, what was the messy kid's name?
I forgot.
But that's my kid. With the dirt that's always roaming around him. Like every time he walks, dirts and smells, that's my kid. Typical teen that don't care. But all right, so let's get into the news because there's some cool stuff. There's some weird stuff. We'll talk about trips. We'll talk about upcoming coaster events. We'll talk about coaster announcements. We'll talk about a new Halloween Horror Nights haunt that was announced today that I'm extremely excited for. And, you know, there was a topic, too, that if we have time, and I would love to talk about, and it actually came up. We were talking about different things. It always resorts back to Six Flags, like, if you're the CEO, how would you fix it? But this is a little bit different. It kind of falls into that, but my idea on the topic is that the shareholders are destroying all these theme parks. So I think I'm going to make a video about it, but I'd like to kind of test the waters with you guys. If we get, I'm sure we'll have time. I'm going to type it in my, my news here. Oh, I got to go down. Go down. Let me see. Shareholders ruining theme parks. Because it was a topic we were talking about when I was playing Planet Coaster, and everybody was like really like engaged in it, and people loved it. They thought it was great. So I think it's just another topic to Linus. Was it Linus? I thought Linus had the blanket.
Yeah, I think he also has the. I don't know.
No, hang on.
Oh, he's looking.
I'm looking it up. Peanuts characters. I thought Linus had the blanket.
Yeah, I think he does.
I used to know all of them. I used to love watching the Peanuts. Oh, Pigpen.
That makes sense. That's what Jeremy is.
Why is it? Yep. Pigpen. He's got the dirt and everything around him and a cloud of crap around him. It's Pigpen. Jeremy is Pigpen. Hey, what's up, Jason? So, yeah, my kid's Pigpen from Charlie Brown.
He is.
He smells so bad today. Oh, man. I feel like if you just put some, like, mustard on him, you could eat him.
No, I wouldn't want to eat.
I wouldn't want to eat him, but you probably could because the kid smells like a hot wiener.
What hot wiener have you been smelling?
Dude, when you go in, what's the one there? New York System. Yeah, New York System. Whatever, the wiener joint in Oneyville Weenies.
Yeah.
You walk in there, it smells like Jeremy. Every time I walk in there, I'm like, is Jeremy here? Did Jeremy follow me here? It smells just like my kid. It's kind of funny. All right, so let's break the news. Let's get into the news. All right, so first thing we're gonna start with is Dorney. They're gonna be replacing their Island Waterworks, so that's probably their 2020 attraction. So they're gonna get some new water park attraction for 2020. They're not getting anything for the dry park, I guess. I mean, they could. Depends how much they're spending on the water park. I just feel so bad. I just feel so bad for Dorney. Onions, when you know Shrek is around the corner. Nah, this is... Marcus, if you smell my kid right now, I think you've had hot wieners. I don't know if you did or not, but if you didn't, and you don't know what a hot wiener is, it's that hot dog. That it's a different type of hot dog than getting hot dogs with celery, salt, mustard, and onions on it. My damn kid smells like a hot wiener, and it's hilarious. We always keep busting his chops. So yeah, Dorney just isn't up to bat for a coaster or anything. I think either Cedar Fair needs to sell that to somebody that'll invest in it, or they need to step up to the plate. I don't know. I just feel bad for Dorney. I really do. You know, it's a shame. All right, so there's two things for Six Flags Great Adventure we're going to talk about. One, Wonder Woman's back reopen. And the second one is, and I'm sure everybody's been seeing this, about they seem to be in a little bit of doo-doo and they're getting investigated because of there's this permit. I don't know what it means, but it's a CBW permit for having, buying and selling exotic animals. And it looks like since 2007, they haven't had this permit. And I guess there's something about PETA, whatever the hell they are, kind of like blowing a whistle on them. But they found out when they went to go re-up, to renew their permit, that it hasn't been done, and they've had gotten animals since that time. Now, all the other permits they've all been up to date. Everything's up to snuff. Every report, every piece of paperwork, everything else was up to snuff except for this one permit. And the bad thing about that is if they get hit with a penalty, this is the crazy thing. A violation of the Endangered Species Act could carry a maximum civil penalty of $49,467, according to the interim rule published by the U.S. FWS in 2016. Each violation could result in a criminal penalty up to $50,000 and 1 year of prison time. So I don't know who gets on the hook for that. I don't know who in the company would be on the hook. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who's on the hook. Like, if they get in trouble, I want to know who's the one that they go, you're the one going to jail. Like, if they go, they find out something. Because in the article I read, Six Flags said, well, we didn't get any notification that it had, the permit had expired. And they said, well, that's up to you to make sure you renew. I'm sure there's probably going to be like some fines. I don't think anybody's going to go to jail. And then now they know. I think this was going to happen. I can't wait to see what happens in the end with this. But that right now it doesn't look good for Six Flags Great Adventure. But we'll see what happens. It's just kind of weird. It's like one permit hasn't been, active, renewed, whatever, since 2007. And then this year they try to do it and they get in trouble, so to speak. But everything else, because like there's a part of the rules, laws, whatever. Anytime an animal is born, anytime an animal dies, they have to, fill out the paperwork, send it. They've done all that. Everything matches up. All the other permits match up. All the other paperwork, everything matches up. I think you're going to start seeing less and less animals in these parks like this. The problem is, here's the thing. A lot of these animals, where the hell was it? There was one of these French islands in the Caribbean. I forgot where I was. They had a zoo that was just endangered animals. Now, this has a point to what I'm getting to, is while I agree that animals shouldn't be in captivity to an extent, now hear me out on this, I'm not one of those tree hugger people by any means. I do see the benefit of having them in captivity. Between the zoos and the different, universities and stuff, places like SeaWorld, different zoos, they're able to bring the population up a little bit. Especially, 7-2 Sox, bottom of the second. No, it's not the Bahamas. I forgot. Crap. What's the name of that? Because if anybody goes on a cruise and you happen to be, let me see, French Island and Caribbean. Let me see. Martinique. If anybody ever goes to Martinique, beautiful island, very beautiful. It's probably the most modernized Caribbean island out of all. Like if you've ever been to other Caribbean islands, they kind of, it looks like a ghetto. I mean, I get their circumstance, and I'm not knocking it. I hope they could do better, but I get it. So, but if you ever get there, well, I've been to St. Martin. I love that place. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. I love St. Martin. When that island got whacked from that what do you call it? From that hurricane a couple of years ago, I was like, no, don't take away my island. Because the funny thing is my last name's Martin. It's not spelled that way. Martins is how my last name's spelled. And in 2017, I went on a cruise on my birthday week. And it just so happened on the day of my birthday, I was on St. Martin. It was funny. We were celebrating. We were having a ball. I was like I was on my own island for my birthday. But no, you know what? I'm not a huge fan of Jamaica. I'm not a huge fan of Jamaica. I've been there 3 or 4 times. I think 3 times. I wasn't a huge fan. Not really a huge fan. Like, I love St. Martin. I don't even really like St. Thomas. Barbados, awesome. And you can find a lot of, like, I know in Jamaica you can get a mountain coaster credit going through the rainforest. It's beautiful. Beautiful. And if you go on Royal Caribbean, and you can only get it on a Royal Caribbean cruise, if you go to what they call Labadee, Haiti, but it's just they lease an area from Haiti as a private island. They have a mountain coaster there. So that's pretty cool. If you're looking for mountain coasters, take a Royal Caribbean. Yeah, your holy Satanist. That's me. But anyway, back to my whole thing before I went off. When I went to Montanique, they had an endangered animal zoo thing. Yes, it's a headache, and you're going to start seeing more and more parks just get rid of these animals. I totally agree with that because you got PETA crying like little babies, and they're totally, like, they should not be even speaking because they kill cats and dogs like left and right like crazy because they can't get them adopted. So they kill more animals than all the theme parks and stuff combined. They're killing off animals, and they're like, no, that's fine, that's fine. You know, so, no, I don't want to hear that kind of thing. I think PETA needs to go away. I mean, if you think about it, for a lot of people, certain animals you would never see. Most animals you're not going to see unless you go to a zoo or a SeaWorld or something like you're not going to see. And a lot of these universities, what do you call it? A lot of the university scientists and stuff, they go to SeaWorld, they go to these zoos, and they do a lot of research and studies on these animals that are in captivity because, use the killer whales, for example, at SeaWorld. I don't know about you, but I don't think most of us are going to see a killer whale in the wild. Most of these animals you're not. I'm not going to see a giraffe or an elephant or a lion or a tiger. I do wish, my only concern is I wish that the enclosures they had were a little bit bigger. But other than that, I'm okay with the parks as long as they don't mistreat the animals, which we know it's probably kind of 50-50. I mean, nobody knows unless you work there, but I know Montanique, with the animals that they had, it was probably the biggest that I've seen for enclosures for an animal, which was cool. You know, you could still see the animals, but they were pretty big. You know, they had I forgot what they had. I got pictures of it probably on our Facebook page or whatever. There's probably video on here on this YouTube page of it. It was a beautiful experience to see some of these endangered animals that I would never see. You know? And, you know, so I think what's going to end up happening is I think more sooner than later, I think you're going to see Six Flags Great Adventure get rid of the safari. Especially after this. I think the clock's ticking on. They're probably going to set it up to get rid of these animals at some point. Not right away, but at some point, I think those animals are going to go. There's just too much drama, too much baloney. I mean, it's a very popular attraction, but when you look at it, the upkeep to the animals, the trucks, it's very popular. There's always a line. It's like, if you want to ride the safari, you got to go, like, first thing. If not, forget it. You're going to be waiting an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours to go ride the safari. And usually when I do riding of the bull, right after morning ERT, I go right to the safari. And I go, that's what I do. And then I go ride everything else. You know, I don't try to ride El Toro or whatever's on night ERT. You know what I'm saying? Whatever's on night ERT or whatever, I don't go ride until night ERT. I don't care. Six Flags can't even treat their rides with respect. How the hell do you think they're going to treat the animals? Well, hopefully they would treat the animals better than the rides. I mean, see, here's the problem. It's this PC culture, this PC world we're living in, and animals should be free, and people should be free to do whatever they want and be whoever they want. You know what? You want to be whoever you want, say whatever you want. You want to marry who you want to be. Go ahead. I don't care. I don't care who you love, who you like, who you believe in. I don't care. I don't care your political thing. The only thing that I ask out of everybody is, don't force that crap onto me, because I'll tell you right where to go. I don't have to, I may not be a liberal Democrat. I may not actually be a Republican. I'm kind of more in the middle. But I don't want you coming down on me saying, what do you call it? Putting your ideas that's the gospel and don't want to be friends. I mean, I don't, Yeah, I've never heard anything either, John, about treatment. Because, I mean, I know Jersey, with their requirements of everything, is very tough when it comes to rides. It comes to anything. So I think in those regards, I don't think they're mistreating animals. Like I said, I just wish the enclosures, were bigger for some of the animals. I mean, the lions and the tigers kind of got small enclosures. The bears kind of got a good spot. Elephants, giraffes, a lot of the animals got a good spot. I think it's mainly just like the tigers and the lions really need a bit bigger place. If you think about, I mean, they were probably born in captivity or whatever, but they're not used to roaming the land like that. But I think they should be able to roam a little bit. But other than that, I think they're good to be able to study the animal. I think they're good to learn from the animal and see how they react and do things. But I honestly, I just see the downfall of animals, like in parks. And it's kind of sad because I do enjoy, I know it's, a lot of people like Peter and all that, they cry. You shouldn't be making the whales or the dolphins do shows. But Peter only goes after the whales. They don't go after anything else. Like in SeaWorld. Then the what do you call it? The circuses of the elephants. I mean, I know like circuses, they used to mistreat the elephants. I've seen that. They used to use those hook things and all. I get it. That's messed up. Yeah, California is really strict. It seems like California is like the innovator of rules and laws and stuff. They just like, I think everybody just follows what California does. And then once California does it, then everybody else jumps on that bandwagon. I think that's what happens. Well, I'm glad that Planet Zoo has a focus on conservation. The problem with the animals and stuff is, if you have all these animals and you don't keep them in some of these animals in captivity, they will die out. I know it's survival of the fittest, but they will die out. You got all these poachers and hunters and all this other stuff. They're going to kill off every animal that they possibly can. So if you don't have any in captivity, nobody's going to know what they are. You know what I mean? They could figure out by studying and doing research on the animals in captivity, how can they be able to build up the population? I'm all for that. Totally agree, John. Totally agree. All right, so on from that, let's go to Rise Playland. I was talking about this on the forums. I believe it was yesterday or the day before. Rise Playland. I didn't read the full article. I read more of the hotline and a little blip because they were talking about other things. So the town has okayed $10 million to go towards restoration of the carousel and the Derby race carousel at Rise Playland. Now, I'm sure there's going to be other improvements to Rise Playland because I'm sure it's not going to cost $10 million to refurb the carousel and the Derby race, horse race ride. Now I have to say, right, there's only like 3 of those Derby race carousels in existence. One's at Cedar Point, one's at Rise Playland. I think there's one overseas, I think. I can't remember where. And I've ridden Cedar Points and I've ridden Rise Playland. Rise Playland definitely has the better of the of the two, because theirs actually goes back and forth and it goes fast. I forgot the last time I rode it at Cedar Point. I think it was slow and moved back and forth, I think. And I don't know if they've fixed theirs since the last time I rode it. I don't know if I rode it in 2012. But I know I rode it in 2010 and 2011 at Cedar Point. So I don't know. I can't remember. It's been a while what they did. Oh, it's in the UK. Okay. But if you've never ridden a derby racer carousel, you need to get out and ride one, because it's a fantastic ride. It's different. It's like being in a, like a race. Horse race. And then there, the horses are going back and forth like this. And I always got a kick out of the workers. The ride ops that are on it. They'll be on the platform while it's going, and you'll see them standing tilted to the side because they kind of stay straight while they're riding it. It's funny, and if you haven't seen it, you need to see it, because it's worth the watch alone. It's funny. All right, so next thing, we got a few Disney items that I want to talk about. So one, I don't know if anybody heard about this. Disney is going to be starting their own airline in 2021. The airports are going to include Detroit, Chicago, New York LaGuardia, and Los Angeles International. And what they're going to do is they're going to acquire smaller airlines. And the entertainment offerings are going to include in-flight Disney Plus access. There's also going to be like costumed characters coming on the plane before it takes off. So you're going to get a Disney-esque experience on an airplane. I know this. I saw like they were showing like like what a plane would look like. The seats having Disney characters on them and stuff. I mean, I won't be able to fly it unless I happen to want to leave out of LaGuardia, which I know I'm not. If it was out of Boston, I might roll the dice and do that, but I guess for right now they're not doing too much craziness, I guess. Which that would help a lot. Well, if they could get Boston or Providence, some of them, then you could fly other airlines, because everybody's going to want to get on the Disney plane. I mean, I'll be interested to see how these Disney planes work. Yeah, I saw I've been seeing the posters pop up, and from what I'm hearing, I think there's letters or something on the posters, and I think it's starting to spell out Orion or whatever it was. I forgot what it was. I didn't really look deep into it because, like I said, today I was doing crazy work today, plus doing house stuff. I had and then, going through bins and waiting for the stupid guy to come. This guy drove all the way up from New Jersey to come buy my pinball machine. Dude was nuts. But I had it all wrapped up, ready to go, and then he was only at my house for 5 or 10 minutes, and he was out the door. So maybe next week we'll talk more about these posters for Kings Island, because it's going to be interesting to see the teasers, and hopefully by then they have more, because that'll be cool. All right, so the next tidbit of Disney news, at Hollywood Studios, some lady punches a cast member in the face because she didn't have a fast pass line. A fast pass there. So she went in the line, told she didn't have the fast pass or whatever. She didn't have a valid fast pass. Was told to get out of the line. Lady freaks out, punches the cast member in the face, and then starts pushing ride buttons at that podium there. The ride didn't get affected. And matter of fact, the lady didn't get arrested because the cast member didn't press charges. But I think that lady's probably banned from Disney. I want to know what the hell. I don't ever remember Disney Airlines ever having a Disney Airlines. I know there's always been talk of it, but it looks like they're going to start in 2021. They used to say, I forgot what airline. I don't know if it was American or United or whatever it was. Hey, what's up, Little Scorpion Gaming? I think they used to say it was Disney's airline, but it really wasn't. They just partnered with Disney back in the, 80s, 90s, something like that. And they had like this, promotions and all that stuff. And and I could be wrong, but I don't ever remember Disney ever having their own airline. I don't remember. I mean, that's why they're only doing a few small areas. But yeah, so back to the Hollywood studio thing. I don't know what the hell's going on with people. The people, and I'm gonna get to that. I got something about Star Wars Galaxy's Edge after this. Something you're gonna want to hear. Yeah, I know Walt had a private jet. If you saw that backlot tour at Walt Disney World, you'd see it. But no. In any case, so with this, a couple weeks ago we had the big fight at Disneyland. Now you have this. Like, what is wrong with people? Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't understand why. I don't understand why people are like going crazy. Like, I've never been to the point of angry ever at a park. Even when like messed up stuff, I've never gotten to the point of angry that I've wanted to fight inside a park. Like, I'm at a park. I'm having a great time. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes some bad stuff happens. You have a bad experience on something. Right? I'm sure we've all, you get stuck on a ride, something happens. Bad customer service, somebody's a douchebag, I don't know, whatever it is. Regardless, people are just nuts. Like, how do you go to a park, especially, Disney's claim to fame, the most happiest place on earth, right? How do you, like, how do you just want to go to Disney and want to punch people? I don't get it. I don't get it. Oh, I gotta find. There's been an update to. Yeah, there was a post I made. I was responding. I didn't make the post. I was responding to a post on one of those. Oh, it was Great Adventure Connoisseur page, I think, and somebody had posted about Hershey Park's Candemonium, and the people are already complaining about that, and we'll get that in a minute. But speaking of entitlement, what do you call it? People are just like complaining about it, and I just started ripping into people. If you look at it, you see I started ripping into people, and I'm just like, are you people stupid? Like, I don't have a Giga at Six Flags New England. I mean, I got Superman. That's good. We got Wicked Cyclone. And I just don't understand why people are so entitled. The parks owe nobody nothing. I hope everybody remembers that. You're owed nothing. They can just shut their doors forever. Go out of business. Then you got nothing. So just remember that. So anyway, the last tidbit of news from Disney, I think, that I have. Yeah. First, we're going to start with why it took so long and what's going on with Rise the Resistance. I forgot where the hell I saw it. I wish I could credit the site that I saw it on. I was typing up quit, and then I X'd out the website. I feel like a douchebag. So, in any case, so what I read was that motion, the trackless motion system that's going to be inside Rise of the Resistance. Well, Disney went with a cheaper company, not the company that they had for what is that, Mystic Manor. That's I think that's Japan or China or something. Wherever, it's one of those Asian countries that's got Mystic Manor. So Disneyland had already put the cheap, crappy trackless ride system, and they paid what they got for it, and it was crap. So basically, they have to rip it out and put the Mystic Manor track system. That's fine. There's no issues. That's why Walt Disney World is opening up quicker, because when they were building the ride at that time, they didn't have the system in place. So they just put in Mystic Manor's system in, and now everything is working. So that's what happened there. Now, I partly agree with you on some of these things, little Scorpion game about Galaxy's Edge. Here's the problem. It's not exactly a failure. And again, this Star Wars land becomes part of the entitlement thing. Now, are the Disney Star Wars movies perfect? No, not by any means. You know, The Last Jedi definitely split people down the middle. People like, crybabies, you know. Now, I can understand what Disney's trying to do. Disney is not... Galaxy's Edge has zero to do with any of the 9 movies. Has absolutely nothing to do. Nothing. That's why there's no... You know, Galaxy's Edge, they wanted to make it feel like a Star Wars, which from all the video and pictures I've seen, it feels and looks like a Star Wars planet. You can't deny that. The character thing, yes, I get that. And people are so hung up on Han Solo, Princess Leia, Luke Skywalker, etc. You know, and yes, we're going to get into that stockholder thing with Disney and Six Flags and all that at the end. But, and then, like Jason said, a lot of people were afraid to go because it was going to be crazy busy, and it's not at Disneyland because they did blackout dates for employees, season pass holders. They were like, nope. You know, part of it is they raised the price up for the tickets. That's part of the problem. So you have that, and when you have that, people go, I'm not going. I don't want to deal with craziness. Yes, the park is unfinished. People are waiting for Rise of the Resistance to open. And then I feel once that ride opens, then it's going to be a lot busier. I think at first, Orlando is going to be busy, just for as is what it is. Then it's going to die off like Disneyland. And then it's going to get busy again. And then I think it's going to stay busy. Hong Kong, Disney. Okay, so it's Hong Kong as Mystic Man. I've never been there, so I don't know which park had it. I know of the ride. I've seen video of the ride. Ride looks cool as hell. I don't know if I'll ever get there. I would love to, but I just don't want to be on a plane that long. I don't like being cramped up. I don't like long plane rides. I don't like long rides, period, in a car. But, so with that being said, I think it's a mixture of everything. There are some people that are butthurt about, oh, it doesn't have Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader and everybody else in it. Okay, I can kind of hear you on that. But again, like I always preach, right? A lot of people, I'm guilty of doing some of this stuff too. So I'm not trying to say I'm a priest or I'm a saint. I'm not saying that at all. We're all guilty of a little bit of entitlement, you know, being kind of like a theme park snob. We're all guilty. Every single one of us here, everybody out there, everybody's entitled. Everybody has that entitled feeling. You know, you have a park that you love and you're like, I want this there. I want this big, bad, crazy ride. And then when you don't get it, you get all pissed off. Don't get me wrong. There's times I get mad at Six Flags for stupid things they do. And then I tell the park the stupid things they did. Respectful way, but I tell them. We all love this hobby. So what it comes down to is everybody's gun-ho. They want Han Solo and they want Princess Leia and they want this, that, and the other. Okay, you ain't got it. So you're going to be miserable and not enjoy what is there because you're so caught up in not having certain things. I get it. People want to get all groovy and hang out and watch Speed with Han Solo and this one. And I get it. I totally get it. You're entitled to your opinion. That's fine. But at the same time, while you didn't get what you want, are you just going to go, I'm not going to go because I don't have Han Solo to rub my butt. You know, like, are you really going to get, like, into it that way? Because you're just going to ruin, you're just going to, like, not go, enjoy it for what it is? No, it doesn't. It's not Hoth. It's not Endor. It's not the Death Star. Okay, I get it. Disney built a land that has nothing to do with any of the movies. Nothing. They did that on purpose. It was designed that way. They even said it. Just people had all these high hopes of all these characters and stuff. So my mindset going into it is, I'm going to enjoy it for what it is. Would I like to see Darth Vader hanging around and doing things? Sure, why not? That would have been an added bonus. You know? So I think, I mean, if anybody's upset about it, you know, like people saying about the $200 lightsaber, I'm gonna do it. I want the $200 lightsaber. I want the experience. I want the lightsaber. I'm gonna buy a droid. I don't think I'm gonna let my kids buy lightsabers. I really don't want to be spending, you know, like $600. Well, actually, I don't think Jessica would really. I don't think Jessica's never watched a Star Wars movie. Neither has Alyssa. So I'm safe there. They're not gonna want to buy these lightsabers. I hope not. Yeah, the bloggers already did for the Disneyland version, and the Orlando one is an exact carbon copy. I mean, I'm going to go in there and videotape stuff too. I mean, everybody's seen it 1,000 times, but I'm going to show my experience and give my thoughts of what I think about it. People probably won't want to watch it because it'll be so old and beaten to death by then, but hey, it is what it is. But, like I said, people have the wrong mentality these days. Trust me, I used to have that mentality. Trust me. I'm not saying I'm an innocent. I'm not. I'm guilty as charged, and I know all of you are too. Every single one of you guys and girls and whatever. Everybody's guilty. Everybody's had the moment of, you know, whatever it is. And then, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, why? So, I just hope that maybe my little pep talk will make people kind of see things in a different light. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. If you want to trash talk all you want. But I just want to be able to inspire people to think a little bit differently about their theme park experiences. People go in there, you know, people are just so like, people want roller coasters every year and they want these big bad rides every year. You got to understand, Disney and Universal take them out of the equation. But all the other parks and stuff, there's a budget. They got to spend money. There's shareholders. There's all kinds of stuff blocking getting all. Every park isn't getting a roller coaster every year. Sorry. Hate to tell you, you're not getting a Giga every year. Sorry. Just have a different mindset. Enjoy the parks for what they are. If you don't like the park, don't go. You know, people don't want to be hearing all this. Like I said, you're allowed to say negativity. I'm not the politically correct police, and I'm not here to police you to what you say and what you don't. It's okay to agree to disagree. I'm okay with that. But me, I try to inspire people to go, you know what? Instead of being miserable, why don't you just go enjoy it for what it is? I guarantee you, if you take away the anger issues that you got with what you're pissed about, you'll have a better time. No, I'm going to Food and Brew tomorrow. Like I said earlier, I was going to go today, but I couldn't go today because of the pinball guy. The guy was supposed to come, like the hours just kept changing. No, I want to be there 1. No, I want to be there 3. I want to be there 4. No, 5. Dude showed up at 6:30. I was like, Jesus, come on. But I got my cash. Now I got to I made a deposit of a lot of money. Then I got to show the bill of sales of where the cash came from. You know. So, but tomorrow I'm going to go to the water park for a little bit. Do some Food and Brew. You know. CA Paris and Hong Kong are getting those. Interesting, they're going in the discount parks. What do you know what? Oh, yeah, California Adventure. Wait, what are they getting? Oh, Marvel Land. Yeah. And it sucks that Orlando can't get Marvel Land because of Universal. I don't know if we talked about this, but Disney right now is in talks with Universal to get they're trying to get a character from Universal. Let me see. Marvel working with Universal for Marvel character. I forgot which they're trying. I think it's Black Panther. Actually, I think the rumor that I heard, and I don't know how true this is. You have a severe strain on your oblique muscle. The rumor that I heard is Disney and Universal, I think, are going to make a trade. Disney's going to get Black Panther to be able to use in the parks. And then Disney's going to give Universal either Alien or Predator. I can't remember which one. Oh, I would love Spaceballs. And, oh, my God. That would be awesome if they had a Spaceballs land area. That would be awesome. But, yeah, so, like I said, Universal and Disney are in talks to trade characters. So, Universal's going to get either Alien or Predator, and then Disney in return is going to get Black Panther. So, maybe that's a way that they can start school. And I told you something like that was eventually going to happen. Now I'm waiting for them to use The Simpsons to they can wiggle The Simpsons carrot in front of Universal. I'm telling you, if Universal was smart, if Disney starts wiggling that Simpsons carrot, I would go, look, we'll give you Simpsons. You give us all the Marvel characters back. There you go. You know, you get like 2 years to retheme your crap. We want it. You know? I mean, if I was Disney, I would do that. I know The Simpsons is a very popular property. It's worth a lot of money. But if I was Disney, I would hand over The Simpsons to get the rest of the Marvel characters. I think that's a fair trade-off. Then, this way, now you don't owe any money to Disney. Right? They're paying royalties right now for Marvel characters and The Simpsons. Why not just go, hey, we're done. Go away. Now they would own, you know, whatever there was. Yeah, they could do so much. They could do so much stuff with that area. I mean, I don't know how many of you been to Islands of Adventure, you know, in Orlando. Hey, what's up, Tom? Wait. Oh, wait. There's a Simpson. Oh, are you talking about Hollywood Studios? Yeah. I think, what do you call it? I lost my train of thought. Oh, if you've been to Islands of Adventure and if you've seen where the Marvel characters are, when you look, I hate to say it, and I don't know how many are going to agree with me or not, but Marvel Superhero Island, whatever the hell they call it over there, it looks like Six Flags designed the theming. It looks like crap. I'll be honest. It looks like something that they would do for like Superman, the ride. It doesn't. Like when you look at Universal and the stuff that they've been doing, like, you know what I mean, like for Harry Potter and all the other stuff, they've been like stepping up their theming and stuff. They've been stepping it up. I give them a lot of credit. Like I don't hate them for what they've been doing. I just think that it's to where they're going now. I think it's an embarrassment. It looks like crap. But that's my opinion. You know, it's not a good look. I don't know. That's just me. All right, so what else do I have in the news department? I talked about that. Oh, Hershey Park announced yesterday or the day before. Candemonium, which is going to be their B&M Hyper. It's going to be 210 feet tall, 76 miles an hour, 7 Camel Hills, a hammerhead turn, over 4,000 feet of track. They're going to have 3 trains themed to their popular candy. One's going to be themed to Reese's, one's going to be themed to Kisses, and one's going to be themed to Twizzlers. When I watched that POV video, I got a kick out of it. Is some of the tracks coming down and around. It goes by the Hershey water fountain, looks like a Hershey Kiss, which I thought was cool. And people were loving it, and people were bashing it. Again, the entitled brats, whiny people were like, that's just nitro without the helix. or they could have got a better coaster than that, or they could have done. And I'm like, you people don't get it. You people really don't get it. As I sit here and preach like a preacher, and I'm not, why not just enjoy what you got? You know what I mean? Hershey didn't have, obviously Hershey's going to invest, and all the parks are going to invest because they want people to come in. Unless you're the coaster designer, shut the hell up. It's okay to say, I don't like that ride. I say that a lot about a lot of rides. I don't like this ride or that ride. It's okay. It's okay to say that. But to constantly be on the bash, just keep coming at the parks, coming at anybody that's like, nah, it looks cool. Because then some of those entitled people are like, you're an idiot. And I'm like, go away. Go away. I don't want to deal with you. Here's my thing, too, about Universal Islands of Adventure. I think that at some point, Dr. Seuss is going to eventually leave. I don't know when, but I think at some point, because that's starting to look dated. Now, I love the Cat in the Hat ride. I love when they have the Grinch. I forgot what the trolley ride that's up there, that monorail ride. I love riding that. I love riding the carousel when I go. It's just a little dated, and I could see them like changing what they should. This is my honest opinion. I think that they should get rid of Dr. Seuss, retheme. I know that'd be a pain in the ass. A lot of retheming, but they can retheme it to maybe DreamWorks. I think they're gonna put DreamWorks stuff on the new side. That's what I'm thinking they're doing. That new park they're going to do. But the Hasbro thing could definitely work. They could definitely do a bunch of Hasbro rides over there, too. I'm with you, Jason. Everybody's sick and tired. Everything has to be a giga. I think the Hershey Park Cannonball, it's going to be a hit. I can't wait. It should be hopefully open for CoasterCon. I know they're building it now. Next year, so when we go next year for CoasterCon, that ride should be rocking and rolling and ready to go. I think the layout is going to be fun. I think the ride's going to be fun. I think it's a great addition. I love what they're doing with, the whole, like, redoing of an area, with the new entrance, with the food and the shops and everything. I think that's fine. I think it's perfect for the park and what they're doing. I'm happy about what Hershey's doing. I don't see anything negative about it. There's just people out there that like to complain. They complain. And I just start ignoring those people. I talk about it and be like, oh, they're stupid. It's kind of like battling against them to kind of let them know that, hey, you're an idiot. It's just how I feel. I just feel that there's a lot of idiots out there that need to just go away. Like, maybe they should form like a Facebook group of I hate everything in theme parks. So, they should make a group that I hate theme parks and just complain about everything to do with parks. That's just a group. You guys go there. That's where you go to complain. Make it a private group so not the whole world can see it. And just let people go in there. And they can complain and cry and bitch all they want. But yeah, they should be. If Universal was smart, I don't know what the rights to, using the properties, the IPs and stuff. I think if they were smart, there's so much they could do with Hasbro and all that. I'm surprised Disney hasn't tried to buy Hasbro by now. Disney seems to be on the path to buy everything. All right, where are we? Where are we in the news? All right, so one thing I'm going to pop up, because I know I'm going to end up forgetting if I don't talk about it. So I'm going to talk about it now. Where is it? Ace Day at Lake Compounce. For those that want to go, the deadline for mail-in and online is July 30th. So if you want to go, make sure you have that in by July 30th. I'm still on the fence. I got how many days? I got 5 days to decide. I really want to go. Jessica's going to a concert. So I'd either be sitting home. I mean, the event date is actually August 10th. So I won't even be in the new house yet. So here's what you're gonna get. So if you're an Ace member and you don't have a season pass, it's $45. If you got a season pass and you're an Ace member, it's $24. If you're a guest, it's $55. A guest with a season pass is $34. And this is what you're gonna get. You're gonna get from 11 a.m. to 10 a.m. the park's open, and also your name badge allows you to get on the kiddie coaster without an accompanying child. 11 a.m. to noon, you're gonna get exclusive ride time on Sawmill Plunge, which is their log flume. 5 to 7:30, one of my favorite places to eat food for an event is an all-you-can-eat picnic dinner feast. It's gonna have also announcements, door prizes, auction items, group photos. Oh, here's the menu. Are you guys ready for this? I don't know how many of you done an Ace event at Lake Compounds. Listen to, where did I put, where'd it go? Nope, not there. What'd I do with it? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? What'd I do with it? Did I close it out like a ding-dong? Oh, wait. What's this? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. Anyway, so check out this, man. This is the craziest menu I've ever seen at a coaster event. I mean, the money itself is worth the, getting your admission ticket and the food alone. You're going to get grilled chicken with barbecue sauce, barbecue pork ribs, hamburgers, veggie burgers, hot dogs, macaroni and cheese, Italian sausage and peppers. There's a taco bar, corn on the cob, classic meat chili, baked potato bar, salad bar, New England style baked beans, pasta salad, chilled fruit salad. They also have a selection of ice cream novelties, fountain drinks, and regular coffee. Like, that is like amazing food. I love it. I mean, I've ridden the kiddie coasters a bunch of times. Like, I rode it when they had, when I went for the Holiday Lights. You know what I'm saying? Just so I say I could ride it in the cold, and I did, and it was awesome. I loved it. I know it's a stupid little kiddie ride, but it was just fun just to be able to ride a coaster in the freezing cold. But yeah, so if you want, you need to. If you're a Ace member, you can send a registration. You can do it online, or you can mail it in. If you're not and you want to go with somebody that's an Ace member, hop on as a guest. But that's not all you get. Nighttime from 10 to 11 at night. ERT on Boulder Dash, Wildcat, and Phobia. And it says exact time depends on crowds. So there's that. So if you want to go sign up. I'm still debating. I think I might go. Not sure yet. But I think I might. So let's talk Knoebels, Kennywood trip. We'll get into the fight and all that stuff too. So here's what. Oh, first, wait, I forgot one. I forgot a little piece. I was very excited about when I seen this today. How many of you seen the movie Killer Clowns from Outer Space? It's an old, 80s, 90s horror movie with killer clowns, cotton candy cocoons. It's an awesome movie. Well, Universal Orlando Halloween Horror Nights announced today Killer Clowns from Outer Space Haunt. I was pumped when I seen that because I'm going. Last week was Ghostbusters. So they're gonna start slowly getting rid of, announcing the rest. They got what? How many they announced? 6 already? 5 or 6? They got at least 4 more to go, I think. I'm hearing rumors about that House with 1,000 Corpses. I think most of them are originals, not. There was the Shark one or something? No, Depths of Fear. There's the Yeti one. There's like some Roman one. There's the Universal Monsters. The Mummy, Wolfman, Dracula. They got Ghostbusters, and they got Stranger Things, and they got Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Last year, Killer Clowns from Outer Space was a scare zone. I haven't seen any scare zones pop up yet, so who the hell knows? But I'm excited for that. So let's talk Knoebels and KennyCon 30. AJ invited myself to go with him to go do KennyCon because we wanted to ride Steel Curtain. And at first I was kind of like, I don't know. And then, everything I told you about, like, personal life stuff, like, not really going to parks this summer because all this house stuff. And, I was kind of getting depressed, anxiety, cabin fever, all that stuff going on. And I just said, screw it. So, I invited one of our friends, Eric, and I invited my brother. And we picked up AJ along the way. Went to Knoebels first. It's been 2 or 3 years since I've been to Knoebels. I saw the new ride, the spinning ride there. I've been on one at IAP. I didn't ride. It was so hot that I didn't want to really do too many spinning rides. Like, there was no breeze. It was just straight, pure heat just blasting on you. We did water rides. We rode the coasters. We had a blast. Bumper cars, carousel, the flyers, flying turn. We did it all. Yes, I did. I was wearing that was the Super Bowl shirt for when they beat Atlanta. That's what that one is. That was the shirt I was wearing. And I got a couple stories about that, which is kind of funny. That happened to me at the park wearing my Patriot shirt in Pittsburgh Steelers country. So anyway, I did try some food. You're going to start seeing food reviews. The Knoebels video came out. But what I did was I tried pork chop on a stick. It's a pork chop on a stick. I put some barbecue sauce on it. Delicious. This is the barbecue stand that's right across from their log flume. They got bacon on a stick. You can get chocolate, for 50 cents, you could put bacon on chocolate on your bacon. And they have some other stuff too. Oh, they have like one of those corn on the cob things, that you can get. My brother got that. And then AJ was buying tiger tails for us, which for those that don't know what a tiger tail is, it is amazing deliciousness of goodies, of good stuff. Like if you never had one, what I'm doing is I'm pulling the picture up to put on here just so you can see it as I'm explaining it, because some people are like, what are you talking about? Like, to them, they just couldn't picture it. So let me do this. All right, so this is a tiger tail. So what it's made out of is like a pretzel. It looks like a breadstick. And there's cinnamon, sugar, caramel, and like a hot fudge chocolate sauce drizzle on it. Let me tell you, this thing is amazing. One of the best things I've ever eaten. I had never had one. Devin, come here. You got to see this thing. Like, this is
You gotta press the on button.
That's a tiger tail. The pretzel thingy, right?
Yeah.
See the caramel?
Yeah.
See the little chocolates? You see the cinnamon and sugar?
I guess.
It is delicious. When we go to Knoebels, you need to get a tiger tail.
Okay. We should get pizza later. Hungry.
Pizza?
Yeah, pizza.
Why would you want pizza at 9 o'clock? I mean, never mind.
Yeah.
That's a dumb question. I'm not ordering pizza.
Fine.
You just.
I'll buy some.
I'm living like a poor person right now. I'm trying not to spend money.
Fine.
I only have to spend money when I have to spend money.
Okay.
What are they saying? Ooh. I don't know if I would consider that similar. I mean, in a sense, it would be like a beaver tail, but the beaver tails are like what we call them around Island, a doughboy. You guys call them like a beaver tail is more like a doughboy with like crazy crap on it. But it's kind of like a picture of the tiger tail was at Knoebels. And if you go to Knoebels and you want to buy one and you're looking for it, it's across, what is it, the Phoenix Junction or whatever, that food stand across from the Phoenix. They sell them there with all the burgers and all the other stuff. That's where you can get a tiger tail. So, yeah. That's what I don't know how much they are. AJ bought me one, so I don't know. Do not wear the Pat shirt to Darien Lake. Why shouldn't I wear a Pat shirt to Darien Lake? I'd like to know that. And Knoebels spinning around the looper. I didn't ride it because, like I said, it was hot, and I just didn't really want to spin so much. That ride, I'll get dizzy as all hell on it. So I skipped the looper this time. It was way too hot. I mean, I was just sweating like a fat pig. But we rode a lot of stuff. We were there from opening to like 5 or 6. I also had Dole Whip. I've never had that before. I don't know how many of you had Dole Whip or even know what it is or what it looks like. Again, I'll show you a picture of it. Let me do this. All right, so this is Dole Whip. It looks like soft serve ice cream. The one on the right is orange. It tastes like an orange creamsicle. The next one over, the yellow one, is pineapple. The next one over is lime. The lime one tastes like a lime lifesaver. And the one all the way on the other end is raspberry. It's like a yogurt kind of thing. That right there costs only $5. And it was amazing. Like, I just couldn't get over it. I thought it was great. I would probably get it again. Shockingly. Yeah, I know. I mean, I've heard about it. I've never seen it, never had it. I was telling my kid's mom, baby mama there, that I had it. I was showing her. She's like, oh, yeah, you can get it at, it's across from the Tiki Room there in Disney and Adventureland. I had never had it. She's like, oh, pineapple's great. I'm like, pineapple was great. But the orange, it tasted like an orange. The orange section tastes like an orange creamsicle. It was great. No, that's Bills. Who cares? It's Bills. Bills fans. Bills fans. So, yeah, other than that, Knoebels. And the funny thing is, we took Eric. Eric had never been there to, well, yeah, now the Buffalo. See, now the roles reversed. The Buffaloes are the losers, and the Patriots are the winners. And then once Tom Brady and Bill Belichick leave, then the Patriots are going to go back to being losers again. So I'm enjoying the Pats winning while everybody else is losing for the time being. And then eventually we're going to become like everybody else. We're going to lose just like everybody else. Who cares? I don't really watch that much football, to be honest. I just root for the home team. Doesn't matter what sport it is. Not necessarily that I watch it, but I'll watch the playoffs. That's about as good as fans. I always root, no matter how good or bad the teams are. What? Yeah. I don't know what I did with my Adidas bag. I think I took that up.
All right. If not, you can use my bag.
Check upstairs somewhere. My Adidas bag might be up there. Check like the table.
All right.
I may have put it up there when I was moving bins up there. If it is, grab that. Yeah, I don't even know how many Super Bowl wins that the Buffalo Bills have. Probably none, right? I don't know if the Bills ever won. But it is what it is. Like every team has a dynasty. Well, not every team, but dynasties pop up and go. They come and go. Except the Patriots figured out how to stay on top this long. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I would agree with that. BSN, Dole Whip, a sort of soft serve sherbet. And it was delicious, and I loved it. Now, I believe the Knoebels video came out, so if you want to watch that, it's on the channel. Also, the Kennywood video is coming out anytime. I think it comes out tomorrow or whenever. I don't know. But let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you some stuff about... First, I'm going to talk about Steel Curtain. Steel Curtain, I actually really enjoyed. Now, I have the review coming out. I'm sure my review has a lot more information than what I'm going to tell you. I will say that it's fast, it's intense. It's not the best coaster at Kennywood. That still falls to Phantom's Revenge. Hey, Nicholas, what's up? Tell your dad I said hi. Steel Curtain is not the best coaster in the park. It's not the worst coaster in the park. I would rank it number 2 in the park. Oh, pork chop on a stick. I'll show you that real quick. Let me show you pork chop on a stick. Because it was amazing. Now, it doesn't come with barbecue sauce on it. You can put it on yourself. So this is what mine... hang on. This is what mine looks like when I put barbecue sauce on it. So, yeah. It was delicious. It's on a wooden stick. It was, like, cooked perfect. It was so good. It was amazing. I don't know if you... Jason, I don't know if you've ever been to Knoebels. If you haven't, you need to get there. Just because the best thing that my friend Eric said was... it doesn't feel like a Six Flags. He doesn't go to a lot of parks. He's not like us. You know, he likes to go every once in a while. And he was like, by enemies, like, I want to join the Costa Club. This is so cool. He goes, it's so laid back. I don't feel rushed. I don't feel nickeled and dimed. It blew his mind that there's not a fence around the park. You don't have to pay to get in. You don't pay to park. You buy a stamp or tickets to ride. And he was like, this place is awesome. Just so laid back. Everybody's chilling. And that, you know, and he's like, I would love to come back here. Yeah, though I've never tried it at Great. I've been to Great Adventure this year, and I have never tried it at Walt Disney World. So maybe when I go this year, maybe I'll try it. But still, regardless, it was good food. So anyway, so back to Steel Curtain. I mean, you just feel like you're upside down most of the time. My only complaint about the ride was this like little vibration that was going on. I mean, it wasn't uncomfortable. It didn't make the ride bad. It didn't make it feel rough. I think you might like it, Nicholas. I think you might like the Dole Whip. I mean, I'm a very picky eater, so I kind of went out of my comfort zone when it came to eating at Knoebels. Like I love pork chops. But I had the pork chop on a stick. I had the Dole Whip. I had the Tiger Tails. So, yeah. Yeah, Jay, I don't know if you watched the Knoebels video, but you can kind of get an idea, a little bit of Knoebels from that. I didn't, like, fully walk through the whole park. You don't see everything. But you see a lot of the cool stuff. I didn't, like, do the antique cars. I didn't ride the train ride. Even though if you do go, those are definitely must rides. But I would say that Steel Curtain is definitely a worthy ride of Kennywood. The weird thing about that vibration, I think it just might be kind of... I mean, it just opened up July 13th. So I think like it still has to work its kinks out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think if... once, you know what I mean? They're still learning to ride and all that. They had 2 trains going. I do at some point. I think other parks are probably watching to see how successful this year goes for Steel Curtain. Now, the rest of the stuff that was supposed to open with, it was not open yet. There's no, the Steel Country stuff. That stuff wasn't open yet. The gift shop was, but it looks like they're going to add more to the gift shop because it's a big, space and it's not fully utilized yet. They got the photo booth. Because you could see, I bought the on-ride photo of Steel Curtain. Let me see if I can find it here. Where are you? Here we go. So you can see me and Eric sitting on this. And if you look closely on my shirt, it has Super Bowl champs. Yes, I was a douche. I wore that. And I've camped at Knoebels too. That place is awesome. And yes, Twister does not have a gate, which is funny. The Phoenix used to not have a gate. They put that in a couple of years ago. I don't know why, but there used to not be a gate on Phoenix either, which is kind of funny. Campground, I love doing the campground at Knoebels. But, so, Steel Curtain, I give it 2 thumbs up. I think the ride's awesome. You can see more of the stuff. I don't remember when I scheduled the review to come out for it. It might be Monday. I can't remember what. But the Kennywood video is coming out. You can see all that cool stuff whenever I just keep, hopefully your notifications on and you can see it. Now, the fight, and then I'll get into KennyCon, the event. The fight was weird. I didn't know there was a fight. Somebody was sharing the video the other day, and I'm looking, it says so-and-so was live Saturday at 9:10 p.m. Now, for those that have never been to Kennywood, just how to get into the park, is I've never seen it like this before. So, the parking lot is across the street. So you go there and you're like, oh, how are you getting across? Well, you go through the turnstile, right? They have like, those buildings, a couple of little buildings there. You go in, but you gotta like go down the ramp and then go underneath the road in the tunnel, and then you're in the park. So when I saw guest services, I thought, what do you call it? I saw guest services in the video. Wasn't paying attention that Phantom's Revenge was behind it. I watched the video, and like the second or third time I watched it, I went, wait a minute. This area looks familiar. I thought the building was, across the street. It wasn't. It was literally like 100 feet away from where we were. Because at about like 9:30, my brother and I went to that. If you watch the video, I'm not playing it because the streamer gets suspended. If you've watched the video and you see an icy stand, we went to that icy stand around 9:30, and we heard one of the employees say, yeah, I got to leave. I got to go give a statement. I'm like, ooh, I wonder what happened. And I forgot about it. Then the video came out. So if you watch the video, you can see Phantom's Revenge supports behind it. And over on, on the other side of those trees there is the entrance. Right? We were across the entrance in the smoking section because at that time, the rides had shut down because there was a... Yeah, I'm not going to show the fight. That was funny when I showed Disney fight. You guys can find it. You just type in Kennywood Fight, you'll find it. We were at all the rides were shut down because it was a lightning storm. There was no rain with it. It was just heat lightning. It was hot, but it was a breeze. And I gotta say, I gotta give a lot of credit to Kennywood. They had tons of sprayers everywhere. Queue lines just in the walkways, midways, and you could get wet. I barely ate. The only time we had McDonald's breakfast that's like right around the corner from the park. And then I didn't eat again till like 5 or 6 o'clock at night. I think 5 o'clock is when the dinner was. And that, like I had, before, early in the day, I had an ice cream. I had a couple of ices. I kept drinking water. I didn't really eat. It was too hot to eat. So, but the fight is messed up. I'll explain the fight, but I'm not going to show the fight. Obviously, yelling, screaming. Two women are fighting. It was a black woman and a white woman. The white woman looked like a dirty hooker. And she had like one of them... I don't know why she was dressed that way at Kennywood. Maybe she was trying to work the rides. I don't know what she was trying to do. But she was in one of those mini dresses that, you'd see at a nightclub. And heels and stuff. She's at the park. And then you watch the video, then all of a sudden, this, I don't know if it was like the black girl's boyfriend came up. I don't know if that's who that was. And then they had something, he had something in his hand. He walked up to the white girl and was just like, bam! And then the cops come. The cops are like right there. They grab the guy, throw him on the ground. They got his knee in his back. They're punching the dude in the face. They got the black lady on the ground in handcuffs. They're trying to get the white lady on the ground in handcuffs. They probably didn't put her on the ground because she was in a miniskirt and her hoo-ha was probably going to start showing. It was like pure pandemonium. It was like a WWF match. It was kind of crazy. And my dumb ass was around the corner and missed the whole thing. Missed the whole thing. Can you believe that? I missed it. You see these big fights all over social... I was there and I missed it. Son of a you-know-what. So anyway, let's talk about KennyCon. There was ERT for Steel Curtain in the morning and as well as Racer. I didn't ride Racer because Kennywood has a weird way of their operating hours. They do not have set closing time. They just don't. It's all dependent upon weather or the crowds, or both. So, the park opened, the gates open, I think, at like 10:30 or something like that, and then, or 10, and then the rides open at 10:30 or 11. I forgot how it is, but because of whatever, the the GP could get in really on the ERT when they got, when the park opened. Because they don't shut the ride off, it's kind of like tough crap. But it was like 400 people, like just shy of 400 people or something like that. So you weren't truly in that hour, for like an hour and a half, I got 2 rides on it. I looked around the gift shop. I didn't see anything I really liked. I did, shockingly, buy a steel curtain drawstring bag. But it doesn't say Pittsburgh Steel. It's just a steel curtain. I can't wear that. I can't wear that bag around here. I'll save that for when I'm in that area. But it was kind of weird wearing a Patriots shirt, wearing a steel curtain bag. It was kind of weird. But in terms of how was I treated wearing a Patriots shirt and Steeler country? Okay, except for a couple times. Some people, I got a lot of dirty looks all day. Some of the Ace members that are Steelers fans busting my chops, like, how dare you win? They were just, I'm friendly with them. They know, they know me. They're busting my chops. And then there was some lady I know, Marianne. If you ever meet Marianne, she give you the evil eye. Because Eric got the evil eye. It was kind of funny. He found that lady a little intimidating, and he's like, what's her deal? I'm like, dude, it's just busting chops. I'm like, Jeremy and her, when they see each other, they have an evil eye contest, staring contest. It's hilarious. But she loves the Patriots, and she lives 5 minutes from the park. She's like, Tom Brady is going to be my next husband. And Marianne's awesome. And so the funny thing was, there was some people that asked where you-know-who is, because I haven't been hanging around you-know-who. And at first, people kind of weren't buying what I was saying. They were like, oh, you're full of crap. And then I whipped out the photographic evidence that I have and showed him, like, oh, my God. So it was funny because he wasn't there. The rest of his cronies were there, his crew, but he wasn't there. It was kind of funny. But, hey, you want to mess around with me and my family, that's what happens. Your life's over now, buddy. I'm sure he's probably one of the 10 people watching. He's living a sad life now. But I will say, a lot of people, when we posted about the food, let me show you. This was the food that they gave us. I got to find it. People were like, Kennywood gave you that food? I guess Kennywood doesn't have what do you call it? I guess it's not a favorable food place. So, hang on here. All right, so this is the food that they gave for the dinner time for the event. So you can see mac and cheese, chicken fingers. You can see the baked ziti. There's brisket underneath there, and there's barbecue ribs. Delicious, all of it. It was amazing. The food was delicious. Like, none of it sucked. It was all great. Like, that's what we got for food. It was a buffet, all you could eat. I didn't eat all of it because it was so hot. It was so hot, and I didn't want to not eat. I think the only thing I didn't finish was the brisket and a little bit of the baked ziti. Like, I ate all the mac and cheese. I ate all the 2 chicken fingers. I ate the ribs. I ate like half of my brisket. And then I was just starting to feel nauseous from the heat. And then once we were done, we went and got wet. It was great. So, yeah. And Lindsay, that's probably why. Probably why he didn't go, because I was going. Because he knows. I would love to get food like that at Six Flags, but, for barbecue, if you want barbecue like at Six Flags New England, you got to go to JB's Smokehouse, and it's pretty good. They got, like the burgers, and then you can get some brisket and stuff. It's all mixed in with the burgers, so it's pretty good. It's not horrible. It's probably one of the better food places that you could get food at in New England. But to have that kind of stuff, here's the thing. When I go to Six Flags now, I like to eat the more obscure places, not the Take Six, not the taco joint, not the burger and the pizza places. Everybody's got that. But the stuff that a lot of the parks, a lot of parks are getting JB's now, and they're all getting Chinese food. But there's a couple places that I like that I don't know if, like Great Adventure has cone wedges, and I don't know if Great Adventure has, I don't know if any other Six Flags has them, or the mac and cheese sandwiches. I love those things. But tomorrow when I go to Six Flags, I'm going to do food and brew, so you're going to see different food that they don't always sell. So I'm going to do that tomorrow. So on Twitter and Facebook, I'm going to be, I don't know if I'm going to go live with my phone. I might. Don't hold me to that. Matter of fact, I'm going to charge my GoPros and stuff. Actually, I'm going to take this one. I'm going to take my DJI Osmos. I got to charge this tonight before bed. I only have one battery for it, so I suck. Should probably be charging that. I don't know where the hell the plug is on this thing. I think it's over here. I think. Okay, yeah. All right, so I got to make sure I put a SD card in there, and I got to make sure I charge this up tonight. The Six Flags over in New England does not have the donut burger. I remember at the Big E, obviously, Jason, you probably never heard of the Big E. It's the Eastern States Expo, whatever. It's all about the New England stuff. It's down the road from Six Flags New England. They have the glazed donut burger. I ate that once, almost threw up. It was disgusting. Disgusting. I know a lot of people think I'm nuts, and I think it's disgusting. I can't eat it. It's too greasy. It just, this makes me feel ill. It makes me feel sick. So I just don't eat it. It's disgusting. So like I said, they did a great job with KennyCon. There was a lot of people. We actually did not stay for ERT because around like 9:45, the rides reopened. And so we went and got some night rides on Phantom's Revenge before ERT, and then we split because we were driving right back home. Well, first we had to go 40 miles north, like 40 minutes north, to go drop my brother off at the Pittsburgh airport. Then we had to drive right back by Kennywood and then go home. So by the time I got home like 9:02 a.m. or something like that. First thing I did, because I had swamp ass, I ain't gonna lie, I hit the shower. And I almost fell into sleep in the shower standing up. And then I hit the pillow. But then I had this weird thought in my head. This is so morbid. Hear me out on this. And please don't do what I do. I know people try to be the hero and drive straight home long distances. Please don't do this. Don't do what I did. Get a hotel. Get rested and then drive home. You know, you're like nodding off. Like you're not like sleeping. You know, AJ and everybody's up talking to me. I'm talking back. But you're struggling to stay awake. And you can tell like you're struggling because you start slowing down. You're not sleeping. And then, I would pull over. Every couple of hours, I'd pull over for 20 minutes. I'd go get snacks, be a fat ass, all that. The point of my morbid thought when I got home was, I said, what if I'm not really home in bed going to sleep? What if I crashed my car and I'm dreaming this? Like I'm about to die. Like that thought popped into my head. So I got up, I went outside on my back deck, and I went and had a cigarette, and I'm pinching myself. I could feel it. I'm like, I hope I didn't get in a car crash. I hope I'm okay. And then I went to bed, and then I woke up. I woke up at like 6:30 at night, and everybody and their mother was trying to call me during the day. My brother was texting me. My kid was texting me because he was at his mother's house. My father needed my help for some work stuff. He needed some password that we had just gotten, and I didn't give it to him. And I was like, yep, sorry. Oops. But yeah, that was my morbid thought that I had. It was kind of crazy. Like, I don't know why that thought popped in my head. Like, I'm like, what if I crashed the car and we're all dead or something, and I'm just like, this is it. That's how my brain works. Kind of crazy. But, yeah, Big E, I've been. See, for someone who's been so many times as myself, it's been the same thing since I've been going as a kid. If you need a hot tub, you go to the Big E. You want to try some cool food? Go to the Big E. You like to buy useless crap? Go to the Big E. You want to ride some carnival rides? Go to the Big E. It's just like a fair, you know what I mean? It's like a big fair. Sometimes they have cool concerts. Sometimes they have, I mean, the best part of the Big E is going into the New England buildings because you can get like different like specialty foods from each state. You can get hot wieners in the Rhode Island building. I think Maine, you can get the moon pies. You can get baked potatoes, lobsters. There's all different kind. You could go get Dell's Lemonade in the Rhode Island building. Dell's Lemonade is the bomb. But yeah, I mean, if you've never been, Charles, go. You got to go at least once in your life to the Big E. I mean, there's some quirky little things, you know. Don't go on a weekend. If you can try your best to go during the week, go during the week. Because they have like crazy attendance on the weekends and you're just not going to enjoy yourself. It's too many people. And if you are going to go on a Saturday or a Sunday, make sure you get there for opening or you're screwed. Like parking wise, you'll be parking way down the road. You're going to be walking. Like if you're going to go to the Big E, get there a little bit before opening. Like you'd be like, oh, I want to sleep in. Get there for, if you're going to try and get there for noon, do not even bother going. Just stay home. Don't even bother. I'm telling you right now, don't even bother. Because you're going to park probably a mile or two away. And I don't think they have shuttles. You're going to have to walk it. Then you're going to walk that thing up. Forget it. Forget it. You're going to chafe and everything in between. And I know you live, you know, in New York, the upstate New York. So if you're going to go to the Big E, Charles, I'm telling you, as a friend, get up early or get a hotel the night before. Get there before opening. Wait in a little bit of a line. Buy the tickets online. Don't buy the tickets there. The line's stupid. The line is ridiculous. Buy the tickets online and go. That's what you do. I'm telling you, from going so many times, don't buy a ticket at the door. Buy it the night before online. Get there before opening. That's the way. That's the only way to do it. The only way to do it. Because, let me tell you, I kind of want to go to the Big E this year, but I'm probably not gonna. I haven't been in 4 or 5 years. It's been since I've been there. Plus, you'll see a lot of like cows and sheep and pigs and stuff, which is kind of cool. They do, you know, horse shows, and you can watch cows get milked. You can buy fresh milk. See, I could do everything in a day at the Big E. Doesn't matter how busy the day is. I can do it all in a day. Open to close. I can do it all. And I can even fit in rides. Because what I do, like, those buildings inside that, like, have the stuff to buy, I speed walk. But if you get hungry, they got the try to, you know those, like, dressing dip things for, like, chips that you can make? They give you the packet and you put, like, I don't know if it's cream cheese or ranch dressing. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. You can test them out, and they give you like little, little breadstick things. You just eat breadsticks and like dips. It's awesome. But I could see everything in a day the way I do it, and I kind of rush it, but I see everything. Like I feel satisfied that I've seen it all. I even look at the hot tubs. There's like a million hot tub joints. Best day, go like the last week of Big E. You can get an awesome deal on a hot tub. If you're shopping for a hot tub. I know it's kind of stupid, but oh yeah, those Big E cream puffs are awesome. Those things are good. I eat those. Oh, this is really like it's a cream puff. It kind of reminds me of like an eclair. I know they got the Big eclairs too, I think. Those are good. I'm a fat ass. I like to try things. What else do I got on the docket of things to talk about here? So yeah, Steel Curtain is awesome. Oh, you know what I was going to talk about too that I didn't put on my list here? Golden Ticket Awards. The ballots had to be in by Tuesday. I voted. I'm not going to say what I voted, but they added some categories, and it seems like they took some away. I'm just going to read you the categories. I'm not going to tell you what I voted. I'll let you know after the awards have been announced. I'll keep this. I've never had a fried eclair. Hammond Con, let's see. Both SFNE and Kennywood have a solid top 2. Which one is worth it to go to? Actually, both. Now, let me ask you, what state do you live in, Hammond? That's really that's one question to ask. It all depends on what you're looking for, and I'm going to break it down like this. I'm going to break it down to you like this. Depending upon what you're looking for, like what you care about in your theme park experience, if you want to go and ride like an eclectic collection of coasters and an awesome classic selection of rides, go to Kennywood. If you're trying to go to, PA, well, depending upon where you live in PA, definitely go to Kennywood. And then when you got a chance, go to Six Flags New England. Six Flags New England surprisingly has some good rides. Looks can be deceiving. Like, look at Batman the Ride. A lot of people like look at it and go, this is little and stupid for a B&M. It's a custom B&M to fit in that spot, and it packs a punch. Superman's awesome. Wicked Cyclone's awesome. I like Riddler Revenge. I know a lot of people hate it. I like Thunderbolt. There's some stuff there I don't like, but if you're going for credits, you can go to Six Flags New England whenever you got the chance. But if you're looking for the classic element, because here's some rides that, and I'll get to your question in a second, Jason. You have Skyrocket, which is the Skyrocket 1 version. Like Skyrocket at Kennywood isn't the same thing as the Skyrocket 2s, like Phobia, Tigress, and Tempesto. Those ones are more compact. While a Skyrocket is compact, and I've never heard of another park opening up another Skyrocket 1, but that one is awesome. But besides that, then you have the Racer. For those that don't know, it's a racing wood coaster, but the side that you get in the car on, you do not come back on. You end up on the other side. Now you have Steel Curtain. You have their Thunderbolt, which you have to have a rider. You cannot ride single. They've got Jackrabbit. They've got Exterminator. They got Phantom's Revenge. Phantom's Revenge is my favorite coaster in that park. Jackrabbit is a small wood, but it packs a punch near the end. One, it's got like this weird metal bar, and it has a legit seatbelt on it, but that seatbelt don't do nothing. Before, it used to have like this weird belt. It wasn't really much. But there's a double dip on... See, here's the thing. On Thunderbolt and Jackrabbit, it doesn't go right into a lift hill. Use the train, it goes down. So when you go down on Jackrabbit, you crawl around the corner, then you go down the hill, you go up into a tunnel. Then you go up the lift hill, and then you come down into a double dip. And, what do you call it? You are literally standing up. Like from the double dip, the way it comes down on that ride. You are out of your seat, standing straight up. The airtime on that moment is worth waiting for that ride alone. Now, with the Thunderbolt, it goes down, goes up, comes around. Then it'll go up a lift hill, does a helix. And then it goes back down, comes around, There's no divider. Crazy ride. Phantom's Revenge. Whew. Exterminator is an indoor spinning mouse with theming to it. The exterminators are trying to get you. You're the mouse. It's nice. What more can I say? But now, move on from that. They got that jumping kangaroo spin ride. It's the only one around. They got that walk-through Noah's Ark. They have the old mill ride, which is now themed to Garfield's Nightmare, which is cool. Lake Compounds' Enterprise ride lives on at Kennywood as Volcano. It's kind of a Frankenstein's monster. Then you got Banyan's Curve, which is an awesome ride. They got a lot of classic music expresses. They got all kinds of classic flats. They got new flats. They got an awesome whip. Black Widow was still closed. It's a lot of, if you're trying to get a little bit of everything out of your theme park experience, go to Kennywood. And while you're at it, go to Knoebels too, if you can. Knoebels is another whole ball of wax, a whole nother story. I love Knoebels and Kennywood. They're two of my favorite. They're in my top 5 parks of all time parks. Like, it's awesome. But anyway, golden tickets. If you want to become a golden ticket voter, if you go on their site, it tells you who to vote. I had asked, I said, what is the requirement? The requirement is you have to have ridden at least 250 coasters, been to, I guess, like 100 fairs, carnivals, and also traveled outside the United States to parks. That's part of the requirements to become a voter. Since I've done that, there you go. At that time, I think when I got on the ballot 3 or 4 years ago, I was at like 350, 400 coasters. I don't know what I'm at now. I stopped counting. I've had that discussion a million times. I'll still have it. I can't count. I mean, I probably should to see where I'm at. Maybe I'm at a milestone. But see, making the stupid little signs. You know, you go like this. Hang on, where's my pen? You go like this. I'll give an example. Say my milestone's 500. I know it's more than that, but I go. You guys ready for this? Say it's Skyrocket at Kennywood. All right, ready for this? This is what people do. And then they sit on the right and go, that doesn't really do anything for me. It really doesn't. Now, I have my issues with Golden Ticket Awards. And here's my... Well, here's the problem with the mixed reviews on Superman. Back when it opened and had the same restraints as Millennium Force. Unfortunately, what was it, 2004, 5, something like that. There was an accident on it. There was a death. And then the state banned that restraint. And they had to change it. So, a lot of people don't like the current restraint. It seems like taller people feel uncomfortable in it. For me, I'm fine. It sits on me. Fine. I think the review, I mean, everybody's entitled to a review, but for me, Superman is my favorite coaster, period. Now, I'm not a tall man at all. Actually, my kid measured me. I'm 5'5". You know, we did the thing with the measuring tape. He was just dying to know how tall I was. And we measured, and I was 5'5", because my kid, Devin, is almost 6 feet tall. So, yeah. A lot of people, it depends. It depends on how that restraint will sit on you. But I'm going to tell you, it gives out some crazy airtime. It's got some awesome element. You got that spaghetti bowl. You got turnarounds. You got the, airtime hills, tunnels. It blows away Millennium Force. We call it Millennium Force. See how, like I was talking earlier in the show, when I trash a ride like that I don't like. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. I think Millennium Force sucks. People think I'm stupid. And that's fine. But, again, I think Superman is far superior than Millennium Force. Like, if you want to see a beautiful view from a 300-foot drop and you want to go fast, by all means, Millennium Force is your ride. If you actually want real airtime, like ejector airtime, and you want something more than turning around and a little whoop, by the station, you might like Millennium Force more than Superman. But Superman, by far, beats Millennium Force all day long. There's more. The layout is far superior. It's way better than Millennium Force. But regardless of that, here's my issues that I have with Golden Ticket Awards. It's usually the same people winning the same awards all the time. Now, the top 10s, they show what, top 50, top 100, but they always go top 10 coasters. Like I'm looking at what I picked for top 10 for the wood and steel. I'm looking at it right now. You know, but I'm going to tell you the categories, and I don't remember which parks were in the category, so I'm sorry. But there's park and ride category. This is best theme park of 2019. And the description they give is, which park exemplifies a great experience, offers a variety of quality attractions, keeps its operations and park maintenance at its highest level, and should be a must-do for anyone wishing to visit the best of the best. Best water park of 2019, same thing. Most beautiful park of 2019. Best family park of 2000. See, that one's new. I don't remember that being there. But the best family park of 2019. This one's definitely new. Breakout Family Entertainment Center of 2019. That's new. That wasn't in there last year. Also, they kind of like brought together, they added, it's Best Wildlife / Marine Life Park of 2019. Best guest experience of 2019. It says, which park excels at the highest level in these 3 areas? Efficient operations, friendly staff, and cleanliness throughout the park. Oh yeah, because they used to have cleanest park. That used to be one of those. Best kids area in a park of 2019. Best food. Best dock ride. Best water park ride of 2019. Best Halloween event. Best Christmas event. Best new ride / attraction in 2019. Best new coaster of 2019. Best new family attraction of 2019. And then you do your wood coaster rankings and your steel coaster rankings. Then they had some other stuff that you could they were like I don't think you can vote for Brass Ring. I can't remember. I think El Toro isn't really good right now. I think Superman's better, but only, and hear me out, people, before you crucify me. The reason why I think that Superman is better than El Toro, and it's my own problem for being short and fat, and the way that the El Toro, the restraint comes down on me, I can't breathe on El Toro. Because all they do is they staple everybody in. Like, those are like ancient Chinese torture devices. They're medieval torture devices. Like El Toro's restraints. They're ridiculous. I heard that they were going to put those on Superman. Imagine if they would have put El Toro's restraints on Superman. I would never ride Superman again. I would never ride it. I'd be like, I'm done. Peace out. Done. That would have dropped. Superman, for me, would have went from number 1 to, like, the end. I would have never rode Superman again with those restraints. Hammond, I don't know if you've ever been to Great Adventure, but be prepared for El Toro. They're going to... I mean, unless you're skinny. If you're skinny, you got nothing to worry about. If you're a fat little troll like me, you got something to worry about. El Toro needs some retracking big time. It's getting rough. Hey, what's up, J Kite? Yeah, so El Toro, it needs... I wish they could change... what do you call it? The restraints on it for me. I wish they could have the Superman restraints. But again, a lot of people... a lot of people love the restraints on El Toro and hate Superman's. And there's a lot of people that love Superman's and hate El Toro's. I love Superman restraints and hate El Toro. And I know a lot of people that can't stand... I can't stand the restraints on El Toro. Now, as I'm losing weight, like I'm working on losing weight, when the more weight I lose, the better I feel on it. You know what I'm saying? But until I lose that weight, what am I going to do? I'm just going to sit here and complain about how the restraints suck. It's my own fault because I like to eat. I'm sorry. You know, I'm a fat ass. And I know when I get done with this show, before I go back on to play Planet Coaster, I'm going to eat something again. Well, actually, I got to edit a couple videos for Lindsay that he did for us. I haven't downloaded them. I haven't watched them yet. But I'm going to edit them real quick. I'll throw the... What do you call it? Unless you already did it, but the SFNE logo thing on it. Whatever he's, in front of it, whatever he's got on it or on it. I don't know. Whatever it... I got to watch the video, and then we're going to... It's going to release tomorrow. What do you say? Noon, I think you said, Lindsay? There's 2 videos to release at noon with the video that he's releasing on his channel. But he was awesome enough to make us a video. See, that's why I love people. When people send me articles, people send me videos, and as long as you're not trying to destroy SFNEOnline, by all means, have at it. You can, talk to me privately about what you want to do. I mean, I trust Lindsay enough. What he does, he helps us out a lot. Everybody does their little part. And even those, and the best thing that you guys do is watch. It doesn't matter if you create anything. As long as you're a supporter, I got your back. If you want to contribute, by all means, contribute. Nobody's saying you have to, but it's a lot better when it's not just me. I hate it if it's just me. And I got to get off my lazy ass. Well, I want to make sure that your branding is on it, Lindsay, as well. I want to make sure that your branding is on it. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure that your branding is on it because that's your video, but we'll put it on there. Because if I don't put it on there, people are going to be like, what is this? If I don't put SFNEOnline on it, people are going to be like, you know what I mean? Like, what is this? All right, so that's cool. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things where people that contribute, I want them to... It doesn't matter if you have another YouTube channel. If you want to... if you have your own thing and maybe you want to... I just say you want to contribute. It's kind of like using... if you don't have a lot of people watching and you're like, hey, come watch me, I'm helping SFNEOnline. It's kind of like a cross-promotion, using each other kind of thing, which I'm cool with. I don't care. I'm not one of those people that are like, oh, I don't want you to put your crap on there. This is an SFNEOnline I'm not that. Who gives a crap? Who cares? Yeah, I think, you know what, John, you're right. You probably got to wear those Spanx to be skinnier on El Toro. It'll suck the gut in. I think it's the only way to ride El Toro, which is stupid. Like, so many people, unfortunately, have to do the walk of shame on El Toro. It's nuts. Yeah, I've read... Oh, yeah, because... What do you call it? What he was saying. Oh, Marcus said he hasn't been on Dominator, Hydra, or Medusa / Bizarro, but I feel like Superman at Fiesta is your favorite B&M. See, now, I haven't ridden Superman at Fiesta, but I rode all those other ones. Matter of fact, Dominator came from Six Flags, Ohio / Geauga Lake. That was Batman the Ride. So if you rode Batman the Ride, I don't know what they called it when it was Cedar Fair or whatever, but when it was Six Flags, both vlogs uploaded so you can link them. First is noon tomorrow. All right, cool. Yeah. All right, I get what you're saying. So what, you just need me to add music to it? Is that what you're saying, Lindsay? You just need me to add music? Lindsay, how about this? After the show, Lindsay, message me real quick on... I think we're friends on Facebook. We should be, anyway. If not, just look up Joshua Martins. You'll know my ugly face. And just friend me. I think we are. I don't remember. A lot of people have been friending me, from the Coaster stuff. Like different like fan sites and stuff. So I just been like friending everybody. Just because there's a lot of cool people. But yeah, so just what do you call it? Message me after the show and just talk real quick before I do anything, and then I'm gonna, once this ends, I'll take like a 20-30 minute break of doing live streaming, and then I just gotta edit a couple videos real quick for him, and then I'm gonna upload them so that way they come out on their respective days. So that'll be good. What else was I talking about? I don't even remember. Oh, I was talking about golden tickets. We talked about all that. So what we'll do is next week, because I have to pee like a racehorse. You have no idea right now. We're going to end the show in like 2 minutes. So before we go, we're going to hold that shareholder idea topic for next week. So what we're going to do next week is talk about shareholders ruining theme parks, plus whatever news and what everybody else is talking about in the chat. I really, really want to, and I said this like last week, or the week before, I wanted to test Skype. I hadn't had a chance to do it, just so I could start bringing people on camera. So it's not just me. I don't want it to be just me anymore. I want, like, co-hosts, whatever. So I'm going to try my best. I know I'm not going to have time. Tomorrow I'm going to Six Flags. Saturday's Alyssa's birthday party. Sunday I'm going to Canopy Lake. So maybe Monday or Tuesday I'll hit somebody up and see if they got Skype and try it out. So anyway, I appreciate everybody for watching. Make sure you tune in, subscribe, like, whatever you want to do. You know, I got to shill it out so people keep coming. And if there's any other topics that you guys want to talk about, like if there's like because what I want to try to do every week is try to do a big topic, like shareholders ruin it. And the coaster enthusiasts are entitled. Talk about a big topic. I'm going to put down here, I'm going to put in the chat, what do you call it? I know, I should probably get a pee bottle. What do you call it? I'm going to put this email right here, SFNEOnline contact@yahoo.com. So, if you email that, just put in a topic, like whatever in a topic. Just say Grow Show, and then just put in the subject Grow Show. Email me in any topic. You know what I'm saying? If there's like a big topic that you guys want to, it doesn't matter where you're from in the country, any park, and once we get the Skype thing down, we could bring people on. I've been so busy with selling my house, buying a house. I got to get my septic pumped. I've been spending money like crazy to get the house, you know, like you got to pay for house insurance. You got to pay for the appraisal. You got to go here. I can't even be in my house tomorrow to do any appraisal on the house tomorrow. Selling pinballs, doing this, doing that, packing up. I feel like I'm spinning around like in a tornado. Like I can't wait for it to end. And I think next week, because I have the video on my phone, when I did the inspection on the house I'm buying, the Grow Show actually has its own room now. It's not mixed in with pinballs. It's a decent sized room. Not huge, but I could definitely do some stuff in it. Like, there's enough room to put a desk, a computer. I could put like a dining room table to have a powwow in it. It's going to get decorated, all theme parked out and everything. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to try and get some USB longer connectors, extended, so I can put cameras all around so people can see different views. But I want to bring people in. It's going to be different. It's going to be awesome. And I want more of you guys involved. So if you got a topic you want to talk about, email me there. Or if you know me on Facebook, you can just find me on, Joshua Martins. Or you can find the Grove Show's Facebook. You can find SFNEOnline's Facebook. And we could, doesn't matter what park is your home park. Or if you have like a topic, like I said, shareholders ruining theme parks or whatever. If you got a topic or questions that, we should be talking about, hit that. Send an email or message me or something. I'm literally only moving 10 minutes away. I'm still in Rhode Island, still in the same town, just 10 minutes closer down the road to civilization. So I just had to get a bigger house because because of my pinball collection, there's no room here for Alyssa. Alyssa, with Jessica and Alyssa moving in, there was no room for Alyssa, so I had to get a bigger house. So, so I had no choice. I couldn't. I wasn't. I know this sounds. It's kind of selfish, but I'm not selling my pinballs to make somebody have a bedroom. I know that sounds wrong and rotten. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna sell my pinball collection so somebody has a bedroom. So instead, now I gotta move my pinball collection and all my crap to a bigger house that can fit everybody. Ain't that a bitch? But like I said, and then all you folks that live in Mass, Connecticut, Rhode Island, wherever, if you're ever visiting and you want to go on the Grow Show live in the new joint, by all means, you're welcome. We can sit here and do a live show or whatever, but I'm going to go before I pee my pants. I don't think anybody wants to see wet spots in my pants as I'm running through the house or whatever. Give me about 30 minutes, and I will go live on, what do you call it? Planet Coaster on this channel, and we'll be back. So I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch, join, chat, etc. I will see you guys. If you guys see me at either Six Flags New England or Canopy Lake, say what up. And I will see you guys next Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time next week. And keep on coasting, y'all. Peace.